Hello everyone, Sai here with a couple of duels for you. Been getting asked a lot about how I deal with different classes, so I figured I would ask a friend of mine in our guild, who happens to be a Marauder, to duel me a couple of times so I could get a feel for how they play since 2.0 and how I would go about beating him. This video consists of me playing him mostly as Carnage. He dueled me once as Rage, but it is just not a very good dueling spec against a Sorcerer, regardless of spec, really. So I had him go as Carnage for the majority of it, and I switched between Lightning, Hybrid, and Madness. In the end, Madness came out on top because the only way to counter snares is with snares of my own. It may be because I'm severely out of practice in 1v1s with Lightning and Hybrid, or it may just be that it is far too stationary to fight a class that has so many ways to interrupt between his invis, his stun, his normal interrupt, and his mez. It's just one of the duels you'll see me, I couldn't get a single thing off without it being interrupted in some way, shape, or form. Alright, so let's get to it. The first few are as Madness, where the general rule of thumb is to stay away from him. Simple as that. If he's within range of me, he's probably going to kill me, so stay away from him. I tried very hard in this video to stay away from LOS. I didn't touch my grenade at all, and I tried not to use my self-heal and my barrier, just so people can get a feel that it is possible to kill Marauders without having to use every single cooldown. And Omp should be noted as a very skilled player too, so it's not, the skill levels are not drastically skewed. He's a very good player at his Marauder and knows what he's doing. So these first few games are still, like I said, as this one here we're going over right now is Hybrid, where I get some pretty decent knockbacks. Again, the strategy stays the same, is to get away from him as much as possible, using snares, slows, knockbacks, everything I can to make sure that he doesn't get within 10 meters of me, because in the current state of the game, the lag is such a factor into this game. You might see it in this video. You'll probably see him chuck a saber at me, and it won't hit me until I'm like 15-20 feet away from him, and then it'll hit me and warp me back to my original position, and that's what lag does to you. So now these are this duel here is a close call because I didn't play nearly as well as I should have, and again, lag is such a great friend of mine. There it is right there. He threw a saber, the animation didn't even go off, and I warped back to my original position, essentially getting rid of my sprint. I pop both of my cooldowns here and go on a rampage as far as running is concerned until, again, I'm stopped. That's usually how it goes. Pop a couple of self-heals while he's in the snare, and then continue running. He almost had me. I think he had me to 4% there. Now these next few duels are losses on my part. Terrible play. He did everything correctly. I don't want to blame it on lag, but me and him both did have a 90 or above ping, so a lot of us, both of us were getting some lovely extra GCD bugs. A couple of them I got just wouldn't allow me to attack him, or I had to push it at least 4 or 5 times before it would go out. What he's doing here is keeping me in range, using every single one of his CCs and snares at the right time so that I can't get behind or I can't run away. I also, now that I'm watching it, I'm standing too close to him. I tried to get a little brave and hard cast some things at him. These last two duels are in Lightning, and here you get to see just how pathetic it is trying to fight a Carnage Marauder as Lightning. The stun bubble did nothing for me. I didn't get a chain lightning proc, so I didn't get an extra snare there. He's already full resolve, so I'm not stunning him. Probably not the smartest thing on my part, but I have to stop him from doing damage somehow. And would you look at that? I actually got one off. I'm gonna go to the ends of the earth to try to get away from him in off-heal, but eventually he's gonna catch up with me. We're also going to play a nice rank game of Ring Around the Rosie here, but he uses Predation and eventually catches up with me. And you can tell, just look at how far away he is from me and he's still hitting me with melee attacks. A couple of those were ranged, but the other ones were melee. And here's the final attempt at playing Lightning against the Carnage Marauder. It may be able to be done, but with all of the snares, roots, and whatnot, there's just not much I can do. I tried a couple of different ways of going about this duel, but watch how he stops me each and every time from getting one out. I still haven't gotten the Thundering Blast out yet. He's interrupted me so many times between snares and CCs and his evasion. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll try to post some more duels with different classes and ways to beat them.